Rory has now won the title for the second year in a row, the fifth time overall, by the way. Previous titles came in 2012, 2014, 2015, and 2022. And Rory met with the media today in Dubai and gave more insight into the state of the game. And he also graded his own year on a scale from 1 to 10.
Yeah, I probably give it a 7 out of 10. I've played good golf. I had the two wins, and the big, I had my best ever Ryder Cup, which I think it feels like a win to me, especially coming off the back of Whistling Straits. So, I've been happy with the year. Yeah, if I look back on one thing, I'll rue the miss at LA. I had a great opportunity there to pick up another major, and I didn't. But I'm still not going to let that take away from the fact that it's been another really consistent, solid year with some really good performances, and my game, feeling like my game's in as good a shape as it's ever been. Throughout my whatever it is, 16, 17-year career. So. I'm happy with that, and try to finish this year off on a high and play well this week and reset and get ready for 2024.
One other question, just about where we're at with the game at the moment, the investment that is coming in, and we're hearing reports from all sorts of different directions. How would you kind of sum up where we are at the moment? I know there have been meetings going on and so forth.
So I think the professional game has never been stronger or healthier from a financial standpoint. There's never been a better time to be a professional golfer. But that's 5% of what golf is. Golf is the golf that you play. It's the golf that my dad plays. It's not just about us. It's about the overall health of the game. And we're all talking about this investment coming into the top level of golf, but I think that investment also needs to go into the RNA and the USGA, and for them to try to increase participation. And so, yes, all this stuff's going on, but I hope some of that money that is going to be invested is invested back into the game of golf in terms of grassroots programs, and again trying to drive the game forward for the next generation.
And do you expect clarity? Because at the moment, the waters are seriously muddied, aren't they?
I wouldn't think so. I think if you were in the middle of it, you would see that there's a path forward. It's just that no one on the outside has any details, right? Loose lips sink ships. So, we're trying to keep it tight within the walls, and I'm sure when there's news to tell, it will be told.
Rory, you've spoken a few times this year about the kind of personal toll of kind of political involvement and the energy that's required. How important is it for you that the wider political situation around the framework agreement gets wrapped up and doesn't drag deep into 2024? Because I think most of the chat would suggest that this December 31st deadline is looking ambitious at this point.
Yeah, I would say that's right. I think getting something done sooner rather than later, I think, is a good thing, because even if we get a deal done, it doesn't mean that it's actually going to happen. That's up to the United States government at that point, and whether the Department of Justice think that it's the right thing to do, or whether it's anti-competitive or whatever. So even if a deal does get done, it's not a sure thing. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But in my opinion, the faster something gets done, the better.
Presumably that's beneficial to you, because I don't know. I mean, are you enjoying having a seat at that particular table?
Not particularly, no. Not what I signed up for whenever I went on the board. But it's the game of professional golf has been in flux for the last 2 years. Again, the overall game, I think, is in a really good shape, and but everyone focuses on this top level because because it is what it is, and it's an entertainment product and it's a show. But the faster that it gets rectified, I think the better for everyone.
Kind of a quiet press conference, kind of subdued funereal, I would say. Let Rory McIlroy cook. Enough with the politics. The man grew up with Tiger Woods' marks and records on his mind, and he's now bereft of a major championship for 10 years. And I'm watching this 34-year-old, and this is the toll of the last year and a half. He won a couple times on the DP World Tour, been in the mix in major championships, but let Rory McIlroy cook. Enough is enough. He wants to get out of the politics, get out of the political game, and be that genius, that kid who was, chipping balls into the washing machine back in the day in Hollywood, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, nonsense. He said last year that stuff like this actually drove him.
No longer.
And inspired him a little bit more. And we saw that particularly last summer from Rory, particularly in Canada, where it was fuel for Rory McIlroy, this kind of stuff. He was proving a point. Well, now it's not quite clear what point is there to be proven. The waters are muddied, to use the term from that questioner in the press conference. And this isn't really what he signed up for, but it is. Because even when Rory joined the board 2 years ago, all of this was looming. It was very clear that there was an existential threat to the PGA Tour,
sure,
to the DP World Tour. And now it's just kind of manifested itself over the last couple of years in a lot of division, a lot of criticism, a lot of discord. It's not going to end anytime soon. Rory's term on the board ends at the end of 2024. There will be some clarity by then, but his work isn't done, at least as far as boardroom stuff goes. And it's a reflective period. He spent a lot of time until late last night, Dubai time, on a phone call for the PGA Tour's board meeting, which was happening on the East Coast yesterday. So maybe that's why he's a little bit tired and weary of talking about all of this.
He's probably got a calendar on his wall, putting X's by each day that passes. I think he needs to focus more on inside the ropes. Now, he's done a great deal, I think, of good for the PGA Tour. He has been a good soldier, as it were, a proponent for traditional golf, as it were. But I feel like, the toll of being so intelligent, so engrossed in this situation, having a searching, curious mind, is that I think it's too much for a golfer who, let's be honest, if you want to be truly great and transcendent, and he has said maybe he's not Sir Nick Faldo, maybe he's not Greg Norman, just in terms of a singular selfish focus. Tiger Woods, inside the ropes, height of power. It was all about me. It was nothing could get in the way between him and greatness. Rory McIlroy has not won a major since 2014.
He's also happier than any of those people that you've actually mentioned right there. But I thought the most refreshing thing in that interview was that's really about the only time in recent memory we've heard an elite player talk about the game as something other than themselves. That whatever money is coming into this game ought to be going to growth programs with governing bodies to expand the reach of this game, that the game just simply doesn't exist for some selfish individual to wring every dime out of it for themselves that they possibly can, regardless of who came before them and built it and regardless of who's coming after them, because that is a driving mindset among a lot of guys on the elite level of the PGA Tour. So it's actually just refreshing to hear somebody say that I think he said 5% of this game is the elite professional PGA Tour level, and the idea that whatever benefits come ought to be spread in the game a little bit more than just into the pockets of a couple of dozen top players. I think that's a little bit refreshing, at least.
It is. We love Rory for his sensibilities, for his unselfishness, but we also love him because of that 330-yard high draw that he hits with a driver and his ability to take us on a rocket ship ride with his game. And I think we miss that about him. Great having him in the mix at the Los Angeles Country Club for the United States Open. The one defeat, he said, that keeps him up at night in 2023. Great seeing him close out that Genesis Scottish Open, 17th and 18th holes. But my, oh my, the currency which he came into this game as a professional was major championships built in the image of Tiger Woods. And me, as a golf journalist and a golf fan, I miss that Rory McIlroy, and I think the game misses that Rory McIlroy.
True, but majors are hard to win, and it's not as though he just appeared in one of them. I mean, he's been no worse than 8th in 7 majors in the last 2 years. He's only once. The missed cut at the Masters earlier this year was the only time he's finished worse than 8th in a major championship in the last 2 years. So it's not like he's lost running around out there in the clouds as a figure somewhere. He certainly has a lot of distractions, but he also has interests outside of just simply being a competitor. You know, we'd all like to see that next chapter start and see what that turns into. But I don't think it's that far away.
Age 34 seems like a very good time to start. Obviously, the age where a lot of players, a la Justin Rose, similar vintage, Adam Scott, Phil Mickelson, winning their first majors at about that time. Maybe Rory McIlroy can kind of write that new chapter and win major number 5 in 2024.